the human being has some basic needs. The primary need is a physical one. The physical need means they have to eat something, dress something, and live in a place. These are the basic necessities. When these needs are fulfilled, the life does not end there. Life is not fulfilled there. Because he has to face so many problems in the life in which he has to have some kind of expressing his emotion there. So in that time he has to control himself, control his emotions and guide his emotions in a proper channel so that the emotions are not outlets. The emotions are only a kind of expression of the inner struggles of the human being there. So in order to cope up with these emotions, they have some kind of emotional needs there. That means in different resorts they have to involve there. But these are all reactions. These are needs for living and reactions there. But another important need is the spiritual need. By spiritual need, I don't think it is a kind of, if you translate in Malayalam, Anma, spiritual Anma and Parayumbul, it is not, I am not giving the kind of a concentration, yoga and other things there. What I say is, the spiritual need is not a bhakti kind of thing. A spiritual need is that thing that one has to have an Atma Anubhava. Each one has to have a self-spiritual experience there. That makes the man to have more energy of the body. Each and every body works because of the inner energy. The inner energy is basically, we don't know, we cannot see it, it is not tangible, but the inner energy is a kind of a myth, a mythology. So the myth goes there, it is a kind of a mythological energy that is created inside the body, that is spread and having all kind of activities, whether it's physically done or emotionally done. But it is that energy has to be channelized through kind of a self-satisfaction. In order to get the kind of a self-satisfaction and Atma Tripti, a kind of self-satisfaction is not good translation. Self-satisfaction is a kind of a self completeness, that kind of thing. So that is an Anubhava. The Atma Anubhava is more important thing. It is an experience of our spiritual living. So this Anubhava can be get only through making a kind of a proper inner energies flow. A flow means it is a rhythm. A flow is a rhythm. So the energy is externalized through our activities. The energy is coming out through our body. The energy is coming out and meddling with so many properties, so many things, so many environment and so many things we come to meet on the outside there. But if you have to behave to everything, there is a law. Behind that kind of law is based on a kind of a flow. If you have to lift something, there is a way of lifting. If you have put something, there is a way of putting. So a kind of an order is needed there. Every order is a rhythmic one. When you make a flow into an order, that becomes a rhythm. So in this connection, what happened there, if we want to do any kind of thing with full self-satisfaction, a kind of inner energy's rhythm is supplied in the kind of thing there. That fulfills your activity. That should happen in every act of their life, in every day-to-day life. Because this is an inborn one. We had a floating movement inside the womb of a mother. We had a heartbeat even we are in the womb of our mother. Then we came with a heartbeat. We came the patting of the mother, even the floating of the mother, and the floating of experience in the mother's hand. So we developed a kind of a inner rhythm that becomes part and part. But because of our life, we lose it. That is the problem. The life problem makes us to lose our inner energy's rhythm in the kind of thing. So we have to regain it there. Whenever something, because we become tension, because everything goes in order, everything goes in a proper way, we don't get tension. We get tension because it is not going in a proper way. So some kind of flow is spoiled there, or misled there, or diverted there. That means a flow is checked. That means the rhythm is checked there. So we have to regain the rhythm. Because for that, what happened there, we have to have a kind of a freedom of mind. Only freedom of mind could evolve us to have a kind of a rhythmic energy inside the thing. A mind should be free. That's what Tagore said, when the mind is free. He started the poem. And words are coming from the truth of. He said, like that freedom is more important. The free mind will have a kind of a full imagination. Because we are having our body is, whether we want or not, we had heard from the childhood a kind of not realistic stories. We had heard all kind of mythological stories and fantasies and everything that has filled in our mind. From the childhood we believed that a dog can speak, a donkey can speak, a hathi can speak, a tiger can speak, a leaf can speak, a flower can speak. So, in child stories, we have non-human and those materials also becoming characters there. It is a part of a kind of, it is not real, but it is a kind of imagination. That imagination put everything. And you see, a flower can sing, even a donkey can sing beautifully, if we are able to hear it there. This kind of sensing the rhythm of the inner energy is we have to regain. For that, we have to regain things through recalling our past memories, our past traditional rhythms, our past traditional way of life. Because even though we are living in a modern age and we are living in a highly developed age, we are living in technological development, we are living in a scientific development, and we are living in a age in which we are connecting the whole world with some cells and computers. But these are only medias. But we have to connect the world not through cells alone. We have to connect the whole world with our spirit. So our spirit has to be developed. How can it be possible? One is, he has regained the forgotten rhythm that is brought. We have to regain the way of life in which we had an order. So, at the camp shots there, It is not only started in kitchen, not only lullaby, not only there. We know. We can watch the child, so the child can guide us in so many ways. We have to have the child's mind there. If you ask a child to go to a shop, he will have a rhythmic way of running. He will not walk like a gentleman with a kind of groomed face and other thing. He will go play with some kind of small pebbles or play with kind of thing, and a kind of a step he is going there. It is beautiful to watch a child going here and there, because his activities are free with rhythms, freedom of expression with rhythm. So we have to, this freedom has been arranged in a kind of a melody. The melody of the sound, the melody of the physical movement. I can say that physical movement, dance is a melody of the physical movement, highest melody of the physical movement. Like a melody, a song. Song is a melody of a sound. The dance is a melody of a physical movement. So we have to regain this melody of the song as well as the physical movement, which we had to imbibe from our tradition, which is lost. So again, if we get our the proper spirit in our body, all our ailment of the old age, all our ailment of the physical handicaps, all the ailment of mental tensions, all the ailment of the diseases, everything will go on unless we get there. So I wish you all the success for this camp to get the spiritual energy.